It is day 9. 9? 9. 9. We're going with 9. I have just gotten home from work and I stopped and went to the store because I asked John what he wanted for dinner and he said burgers. So I figured I'd make that. And also because I think we ate all the pasta. I definitely ate mine for lunch today. And so the way we make burgers is usually I just get some frozen patties and stick them on our George Foreman grill right there. And I also got some guacamole because I like to make guacamole cheddar burgers. Yeah, except I got this one a while back because I was like, how spicy is spicy? And apparently it's spicy. No, it's not bad. I've certainly had much spicier foods, but it was not what I wanted in a level of spice for guacamole. I'm about a mild. This was more like a medium to hot. So since I was down to just one left, I got some more, and this time I got classic, so I guess that's means regular. And I think what I'm gonna do is like, I might mix the two together and just like dilute it and have, you know, for me, the proper level of spicy guacamole. So that actually mixed together a lot more guacamole than I thought it would. But it worked. It's actually, like, pretty good. It's still a little spicy, but I can handle it. Hey Siri. Set timer for 10 minutes.
Okay, 10 minutes and counting.
Cheddar guac burger. I forgot to melt the cheese, mostly because I burned the burger a little too much, but that just means it's well done. That's how I know that it's thoroughly cooked. Anyway, so yeah, so just finished up dinner. I'm gonna try to work on a couple things before bed. The YouTube Rewind came out today, and normally I like it. Normally I think that they've always done a really good job in previous years. This one fell kind of flat, and so I watched it like on a break while at work, and I was like, okay. And then, you know, I closed the window, and then I started thinking about it a bit more, and I was like, yeah, that was kind of empty. Like it's definitely, you know, they always do a really good job, and they, you know, obviously put a lot of production time and energy into it, and, you know, trying to coordinate at least, you know, probably like 100, you know, different YouTube people, and you know, probably a shoot that takes at least 2 or 3 months to put together. Yeah, I mean, all of that's such a good job, but I think where it fell flat, at least for me, and a couple other people on Twitter kind of said the same thing, but there wasn't really a ton of like memes and viral stuff this year. The biggest ones, like going into it, I was thinking, I'm like, oh, they're gonna do something like Hotline Bling, or, you know, the Shia LaBeouf Do It thing, which they did do. They put that in there, so, and I like what they did with it. But yeah, overall, and just thinking back on it, I'm like, yeah, there wasn't really any major things. I mean, you go back and look at what they did for 2014, and that was when the ALS ice bucket challenge was really big, so, you know, everyone's pouring buckets of water on their heads. So I, you know, if you go back and look at that video, I like how they incorporated the ice bucket into their rewind. And yeah, so I get the sense that they figured it out, that they realized as they were putting it together, probably, you know, a couple months ago when they started brainstorming what ideas they were gonna do for it, they probably looked at it and just were like, So what they ended up doing, if you've seen the video, you know, what they ended up doing is essentially a rewind. They rewound, you know, and did things from the past 10 years, and I feel like that was partially like a bit of I said cop out, but I feel like it's kind of strong, because I think it's like they had to work with what they had, which wasn't much in terms of viral content. So going back in time, I think also because YouTube is 10 years old, I want to say. I think it started in, I want to say 2005, so this year's been their 10th year, so it kind of makes sense in a way that they would do a rewind of the past 10 years, and so they, you know, took the biggest things. It's good, I just don't think it's as good as other years, and I don't think it's entirely their fault. I think they just had to go with what they had, and it's just sort of a reflection on this year. So yeah, so I mean, you know, December is definitely when all the end of the year stuff comes out, and you know, you start thinking about this past year and what's coming up next year. And then you also think about how fast 2015 flew by. It's still like April, right? Like summer hasn't happened yet. No, 2015 is almost over. In less than a couple weeks, we'll be in 2016. Yeah, I know I said I was gonna work on a little bit of stuff tonight, but I have tomorrow reserved for that, for the, you know, staying here and not really needing to go out anywhere, so I can just focus on stuff. So I might just do that tomorrow, and I might just do something fun for myself tonight. Like I've been wanting to knit, I've been wanting to get caught up on shows and things, so I might do that. Alright, cool, so yeah, I think I'm gonna end it there and wrap this up, and I'll talk to you guys tomorrow.